Hey guys, and welcome back to Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. In the last episode, we beat up Miss Ruby, so it is now time to make our way to China to face off against the Panda King.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on the Panda King. Born penniless, he was fascinated by the fireworks rich noblemen set off every New Year's. He spent a decade learning the art. But when he tried to offer his fireworks to the noblemen, they couldn't see past his shabby clothes and chased him away. Humiliated, the Panda King took revenge on those who shunned him by using the very tools of his art for crime. The Fiendish Five recruited him as their demolitions expert, and from then on, his explosive touch became feared worldwide. He's rumored to be perfecting some new firework technique high in the unstable Kunlun Mountains of western China.
Sly Cooper in. Fire in the sky. Ooh, spooky. Alright, welcome to China. It's a perilous ascent. Or I guess I probably should say, welcome to the Himalayas! Presumably, I think that's where I am. Alright, so this is actually the last episode in which we're going to be gathering up any clues. I mean, it's more than one part, but it's the last episode to feature clues. There's no clues in episode 5. But these can be some of the most annoying clues to find in the entire game. Hopefully this one isn't too bad. So quite a few of the enemies in this level are actually primate based. I'm not sure what that thing is supposed to be. Is it a bear? Is it a brown bear? I have no idea. None of them are pandas, that much I can say, and I think one of the enemies is like a cat. Otherwise, we're generally primate based here for the enemies. In fact, I'm pretty sure the guys that are like coming at you with all those kung fu moves.
Would you look at that? A fireworks show! Oh my gosh, that's awful! That poor village just got buried in freezing snow!
The rocket came from that giant statue, and you can bet the Panda King lit the fuse. I've got to find my way up there and fast before that lunatic squashes another town.
Did we just witness the deaths of hundreds of people? Because that is not how I would react. Oh no, hundreds of people just died. That's a shame. Yeah, I think the guys at the... You can hit these. I think the guys at the sticks, aren't they baboons? I don't remember baboons in the Himalayas. I have no idea what this guy's supposed to be. But as with many cartoonish strong guys, he's real buff at the top, and then he's got these tiny little legs. Mr. Incredible will always be the best example. Massive body, tiny little legs. Alright, we can't go that way. Just watch out for all these falling icicles. No, we can't go that way. You are given a warning, but they are a little bit weird on where they're going to appear. And that one, there's only 2 sections it can be in, but for this next one, it's a bit harder to work out. So let's go. Slowing down time is not going to help me. Yeah, so as you can see, it's not incredibly simple. Barely avoided that. And there we go. I like the sounds. At least when I roll, it doesn't cause a load of snow to appear. Why is there even snow anyway? Because there's like, they're not rolling on snow. Like, there's barely any snow on the ground there. I was trying to get the invisibility thing to work, but it's not the triangle button, it's the circle button. But here's the stupid thing though. You can't move whilst you're invisible. I mean, firstly, Slice and Carmen was apparently part chameleon, I guess, but even chameleons don't actually turn invisible. But also, why can't I move? This is so stupid that I cannot move. Yeah, okay. Alright, past me, there's no clues. But why can't I move? It's so stupid. Again, how often do I ever use any of these abilities? They're all so pointless. It's like the roll is barely any faster than your normal speed. And the terrain doesn't really allow you to do anything with it. And all the others are just slower to use than your standard cane attack. I'm not really here. Actually, I have no idea what this guy's supposed to be. In Sly 2, and I believe Sly 3 as well, each level tends to have 3 kinds of enemies. You have a big guy with the searchlight, and then the other guys are always smaller. You tend to get like 2 other enemies, which are smaller. Oh! Whoops. You get like 2 other enemies, which are smaller, but they have better eyesight, because they can actually see you without the use of a searchlight. Well, it's a good thing these things are over these windows. Otherwise, I'd be screwed. And it's a good thing these fireworks are silent. Not even so much as a whistle. Well, that was weird and made no sense. If we come down through here, we will find the safe. And a magically opening door. Thank you, door. That's very helpful. Then I got worried I missed something and decided to go back. There's no quick way up here. All you can do is just shimmy around the side again, but luckily there's no gorillas to worry about, or mandrills, whatever they're supposed to be. Something that I don't think is from Asia, let alone China. Drawbridges down so we can go up here. Yeah, that guy's a mandrill, I swear. Why is a mandrill in China?
You can't get through the security gate without one of the Panda King's treasure keys. There's one over there, but it's heavily guarded.
One key coming up.
So just like the first level in the last episode, we have a bit of a sneaky section right here. Well, I mean, the entire game is supposed to be about stealth, so why wouldn't you? Once again, just make sure they can't... Just make sure that they don't make any noises. If they do spot you and the whistle sound effect goes off, they will all start running towards you. But you really have no reason to use anything like the invisibility. It's weird, I swear, just hitting some enemies from behind just automatically sets off the whistle sound effect, but not for other enemies. It's weird. Yeah, when they go off in different directions like that, it's nice and easy. Come on, get around here. You're so slow. Is he gonna go straight forward? No, he's gonna go over there. But, oh, this guy's in the way as well. And luckily they don't react to searchlights disappearing. And there we go. I do wish that I could smack them from behind and then slam them to the ground or send them into another dimension, but no, not until Sly 2. Do we still need this animation? Right, but now the hunt is on. There's quite a number of clues in this area. I've picked up most of them, but there's a few that you do have to jump and smash. And then for the last one, I got a bit worried, but luckily it is just at the beginning of this area. So I'm going to be looking around just for a little bit, but then as I begin backtracking is when I noticed it. So we're okay. It's just over there, just off to the right. Later games would add in a sound effect for where they're bouncing around. Don't really have that here. I think it is there. It's just only very slightly there. It's much more noticeable in the later games.
Enter the vault code. I got a real headache figuring this one out. Input 578.
Well, let's make sure that that headache wasn't in vain. If I'm using the term correctly.
This just gets better and better. I'd always heard that one of your southern ancestors, Huckleberry Cooper, developed a technique to move while staying invisible. Hold down the circle button to turn invisible, then move around with the left analog stick.
And it's still pointless because I can only sneak while I'm invisible. Why? Why can I only sneak while I'm invisible? I'm invisible. Look at this. What is the point of this? I'm invisible. Why can't I just move while I'm invisible? You know, maybe just have it under a time limit or something. You know, I can only remain invisible for a few seconds. Why not just do that? And then it needs some time to recharge. I mean, that is what they would do in the later games, but and it's almost as though the invisibility thing is the reason why. But anyway, now we are in the hub world to China. That's exactly what it is. China has its own little hub world. Up in the Himalayas. Or Tibet, whatever you call it. I don't really know what defines Tibet.
Nice job breaking into the Panda King's compound. I think I figured out a way to get to the top of that giant statue. But unfortunately, it's obstructed by this reinforced ceiling hatch.
No problem. They seem to have plenty of firepower around here. I'll just have to find a few more treasure keys to get at it.
Yeah, Tibet's not defined as an actual country, right? I've never seen it on a map. Just on certain more detail maps. Kind of like Siberia. I forgot that happened. Smacked. And then in the middle of my death animation, I think it was a death animation, I went into the level. Which is great. You know what's not great? This level. Because this is this was, I think, next to that one in the first level, where I had trouble getting that one clue. This is the worst level to find all of the clues in. For me, it was the worst one. And it's not even because of the locations of the clues, it is because of my own stupidity. So really, I don't know why I'm blaming the level, because it is my fault. I am not a person that will blame the game for things that are my fault, and this was definitely my fault. So this, and the next one,
This looks like a good place
both
to
gave me a
try out
hard...
invisibility.
Both I had a hard time.
Hold down the circle button to draw
Ow.
out of sight. While invisible.
Bentley, I'm already dead. Just keep on pressing the circle button, Sly, and they'll never see you. Bentley? I think Sly's dead. Just keep pressing down the circle button, Sly. Yeah, that's very good. Just play dead. But, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, he's actually dead. This level, like this episode, they really like to hide these things behind walls. Oh, well, the sounds of the enemies just waking up again and again is very annoying. What I keep hearing is just rrr, rrr. The Panda King is, like Mugshot, he is one that will come back in Sly 3 for rather questionable reasons. So in Sly 3, he is actually part of the Cooper gang. They invite him to join the Cooper gang so they can get into the Cooper vaults. The guy that played a role in the murder of Sly's parents, and they let him join the Cooper gang without many issues, really. Sly still wasn't really convinced that much, but the moment the next level begins, no issues whatsoever. So, yeah. He's also not very fun to play as in Sly 3 either. But he's all about the fireworks when he really doesn't need to be. Because he's also, he does like a lot of kung fu and everything. He does kung fu. That was close. But you don't really get to use any of that. Just one very slow karate chop or kung fu chop. Sorry, homing chop as he calls it. But that's not even that. Whatever attack it is. It's the only thing you can do in Sly 3. I mean, it works. It's nice and strong, but it's also very slow. It's like, why can't I do any of his other moves? Why am I limited to fireworks? I wasn't intending on doing that, so I went back onto the one he was above. Alright, let's do this again. Also, that sound effect is very annoying. I can't do it. So, what is this guy? Oh, thank God this is here. Again, who keeps putting these clues in these locations? Did he do it? Did he put it there? Did he think it was an actual drink? Rather than a message in a bottle? Surely the should be obvious by the fact that it's a piece of paper in a bottle. There's no liquid in it. Man, I wish it snowed like this in England. Or at least in my area of England. It never snows. We had a tiny little bit yesterday at the time of this recording, but only for a few minutes. And there was more sleet today. Scotland always gets snow. I mean, snow is a nightmare to drive in. It is. I hate driving in snow. But at least it's something different to look at. When all I'm normally seeing is either sun, rain, or cloud. I mean, sun is the best of the three. And clouds are not too bad when it's in the summer. But rain, no one likes rain. You know, unless you're in the middle of a long drought, then you'll love rain. But if you're in a part of the world that has a wet and dry season, sure, you'll love the rain. And you'll hate the sun. But not here. I live in England. It rains like 80% of the time. And yet if we go through like a week without any rain, we're all then suffering because there's not enough water. It's like we are hopeless. In any weather, we are hopeless. Right, so now we have these, whatever they are, these female enemies that don't do anything. Like, literally, you can have them right in front of you for ages and they won't do anything. So I did not see the point of these guys at all, nor do I see the point of these fireworks. I think they're just there to give you some coins. That's literally their only purpose. Let's climb up these trees. Also, another issue I was having with this episode was Sly kept trying to grab onto the wrong objects, as we'll see later on. And I'm sure there are plenty of times where she attacks me, where those enemies attack me, but nothing happens. And you get enemies like this. There was also a point that I've edited out. I was having a very hard time dealing with an enemy Like the one at the beginning of the level, where I was hitting circle and Sly just will not turn invisible. Like, does he not turn invisible if he's been spotted? Because surely, of all the moments to turn invisible, that's when you want to use it. Isn't it? Where are you, little Miss Disappear? I was just double checking. There is nothing else here, but unfortunately, the circle and Sly decides to grab that thing. I let out quite a scream when that happens. It's like, Sly, why did you do that? You had no reason to go and grab that, and yet you did. For no reason, you did. I really should have just gone to the end and destroyed the fire hydrant first. Yeah, and now it's easier, because there's only one bottle left over there now. Which I nearly walked out without, but I didn't. I did get it. And then this was the next attempt. I did just want to check around here, make sure they didn't hide any clues. They didn't, thankfully. But then this happened. I was trying to grab the hook. And so I went and did that onto the next thing down below, which means I have to climb up all that thing again. And that's fun. What was that? Fun? I don't know what fun is. That's fun, isn't it? I had no idea what she was trying to do there. Anyway, I then spent ages. In fact, I finished the level. I just stopped for a bit and decided let's just finish the level and then go back in. So even though I did see the pole just a moment ago, God knows how much long later, and one full run through of the level again, it was then that I noticed this thing is up here, complete with the safe, and just above it, the clue. So as I can grab it. There we go.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. It was a challenge, but this vault's combination has got to be 667.
Oh, I wanted it to be the number of the beast. That means the devil, right? I went to 7 and it didn't do anything. Gotta try it again, Sly.
Incredible! I never would have thought this was possible. Sir Augustine of Cooper's technique to briefly defy gravity. From now on, you should be able to pop right out of those bottomless pits you keep falling into. And you won't even lose a lucky charm.
So all those deaths are canon, are they? So yeah, not only can we ignore water now, we can defy the laws of gravity. Bottomless pits are no longer an issue. Both of these power-ups are not in Sly 2. I guess it's because they're the non-canonical ones. But yeah, we can defy gravity now, when we need to. It's a good thing it doesn't just make Sly float up in the air, otherwise stuff like this would be impossible. And we just go into space. And there we go. I already grabbed the key on the first run through. But anyway, that is that. So next up we will continue our run through China against the Panda King. See you all next